Hey, good morning, everybody. Rory Powers with Right Line Trading. Good morning. Hope everyone had a nice evening. This broadcast is for demonstration and educational purposes only. If you're not familiar with the risks associated with trading, please consult with a licensed financial advisor. There is a considerable amount of risk associated with trading, and it's important to know I am not a licensed financial advisor. All right. Hope everyone had a nice evening. Good morning, Duke, Dukester, Edward, Ankh. Good morning, Rodney, Jorge, Dr. Phil, Dr. Ken, K9. K9's in the house. All right. If today's your first day joining us, my name's Rory Powers. I'm with Right Line Trading, and we're going to be showcasing the automated bots. Both the AI Auto Trader and the iBots are going to be trading this morning, and they're going to be trading the futures. The futures, the NASDAQ futures, the S&P 500. We've diversified into gold and crude, and they trade those instruments simultaneously. These are fully automated strategies. Once they're enabled, they will execute and manage the trades for you. Before we get started, I always like to look to prevent any unpleasant surprises. We always want to take a look. It's a very news-driven market. And when these economic news reports come out, these large institutions, they have their algos set and they start firing off trades, creating a tremendous amount of volatility in some cases. We don't want to get caught in the crossfire. Today is Thursday, April 24th. If you're joining us this morning, that's the good news. Hallelujah. God is good. This morning at, let's see, 8:30, we had the unemployment claims, core durable goods. Let's see what the news was. Was it a rosy picture or doom and gloom? 8:30. That was almost what? 45 minutes ago. U.S. durable good orders rose by 9.2% in March. Wow, that's a big difference than what was expected. That's a rosy picture. Unemployment insurance weekly claims. Not a big change. So there you have it. The durable goods report was a positive one. The unemployment claims stayed about the same. So back to Thursday. Belgian existing home sales at 10. Something to be careful of. That's an orange. We got to respect those orange folders. Existing home sales can cause a lot of volatility. And finally, we have natural gas storage, which could affect our trading session here today on YouTube. So 10 and 10:30. Please remind us if I forget. That existing home sales at 10 a.m. All right. Good morning, Bettina. Good morning, Matt, Scott, Suzanne. Gambit. Thank you for joining us. Now, what you see here, down here, is my leaderboard. These are the bots that I had running since the overnight session. And these are the ones that are performing the best in the current trading session. In this current trading session, the ES8U Let me tell you, this bot this week might set a world record, and I'm not kidding you. Let's take a quick look. Can't believe it's up another 2,600. Oh, that's the sim one. Okay, this one is a little different. Uh, Sim UB test. The Mack truck drone has been doing very well on the 20 Unorenco. The ES30 range. This is really our power play strategy. Sim power plays up 355 pre-market. And what I'm talking about power play, if today's your first day joining us, between 9:32 and 10 o'clock, we take a trade every day on the NASDAQ if things line up just so. And we copy it across our Apex accounts, or you could certainly trade it on a live account or even a sim account. And the rules of the entry are we have to have a multi-time frame alignment of trend on our 20 Unorenco and our 30 range. I think what I'm going to do today is something a little different. Well, let's let it go as is. And some beautiful positions to the long side. I was looking at the overall market on a little bit of a bigger picture, and you could see the London Open. There was a big move up at the London Open. Asian, it went down. Asian market, it went down. London came, London Open, boom, right back up. So we're pretty much where we had left off. Where did yesterday's session end? 4:30, right about here. So we're right almost exactly where the session ended yesterday. Interesting enough. So we're going to get ready for our power play trade. We do it at we start looking for the entry after 9:32. What we do is we take a trade copier. If you're a prop trader and you want to trade multiple accounts simultaneously, we make the power play drone. I make the power play drone my leader account. And I stack in all my PA accounts, my evals, and pray to the trading gods, really. Yeah, that ES8U has been on fire. Yes, exactly. It doesn't last forever. Yeah, that's why it's a good idea to have a number in mind that you're happy with. Out of curiosity, let's see how the Nasdaq 20 Unorenkos are doing. First, the sniper bot for the week on my computer is the sniper is down 1480. The drone is down even bigger. So the sniper is not having a good week. On the flip side, the Mack truck, which is also looking at a 20 Unorenco bar, the Mack truck drone is up 2100. Top hour of the day, 9:30 to 10. Let's put it to the half hour. That's what I thought. It likes the market open. It really likes the market open. That Mack truck drone. The Mack truck bot is probably just trading the market open. Hmm. I don't think I see the Mack truck bot. Very strange, huh? I tell you, from the people that I'm speaking to, and when somebody new comes aboard, and if I help them get the system up and running, it's very common, that the atomic clock is not synchronized. I highly, highly recommend getting that lag. You see on the bottom of my workspace, I have this lag indicator imported, and I made a template with my market analyzer. If you don't have that, maybe I'll make a video today and share the indicator. But I highly recommend doing it. And if it's your lag is not very extremely low with nothing enabled, then chances are we have to do a time synchronization, which is very simple. But it's more common than I thought. Almost everybody that I've spoke to lately isn't 100% synchronized. Let me see if I can find that Mack truck bot. NQ20 Unaranko. Here it is. So if I open that up, my trading hours are between 9 and 10 and 8 and 8:30. So I do have it there. There's Dr. Phil. Good morning, doctor. All right, let's get it today. We're 2 for 3 for the week. We're in, keep an eye for this channel we're in. We've got this upside resistance and this downside support. I'm going to get my trade copier up. And it's 9:30. Good luck, everybody. Okay, we're in that narrow channel. And we've got the 50 right in between. We need a break, one way or the other. Our 20U is above the 50. We're looking for a long on our 30 range right now. So we would need to break through this upside resistance. I'm going to go down and test support, it looks like. Bounced off the 50. Let's see if we get a break. Now let's change this. Let's turn this on in case we do get a break. And let's go to the NQ30 range power play. Ah, that's what I was afraid of. Shoot. Ay, 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 ay. Sorry. Let me try to get my lag down. Let's give it a few minutes. Let's be patient. What I was going to do is disable everything until I did my power play trade. Oh, okay. Now we have our lag under control. We don't have an alignment here. Oop, okay. I wasn't enabled, but it sure jumped in long. Our profit target is right above resistance. In this situation, I always like to bring it right below resistance. I won't get a full winner, but at least I have a clear shot to my profit target. So we sidestep that one. We're in this narrow channel of support and resistance, so I'm not going to enable my strategy. Really don't want an entry right now. What I'm referring to is these red lines above us and these blue lines below us are areas of support and resistance. Again, it put my profit target above resistance. I would want to come right below and give price a clear shot to my profit target. And it's in my profit window. And it did make a small winner. Good, K9, good. Yeah, I need to talk with Sergio today, Ronald. Thank you for mentioning that. It's when that 20, oh, here we go. Now we just need a break. We need a break of this upside resistance. Hold that thought, Ronald. It's when the 20U is headed up or down. We don't want to, on a down bar, we don't want to go long on the 30 range. Ooh, that was a nice entry, but we've got all this upside resistance. We can't trade into that. It's just too risky. It's like trading into a brick wall. Hey, hey, Rao. Good morning. Welcome. Okay, I'm just sitting on my hands now with this power play trade. Until we get a direction, we got to break through support or resistance one way or the other. We're in a very narrow channel right now. All right, let's see the 20U break below the 50. We're still set up for a long trade on the 30 range because our 20 Unirenko chart is above the 50. So the only way we could take a trade right now, really, is if we break through resistance. We're going to do the same thing again. I'm going to move this right here. Let's see if we can get a break. We do have some buying pressure now. Those are very bullish candle formations. We got two hammers in a row. We could get the break. I'm going to turn mine on, anticipating a break to the upside. Hasn't really broken it yet, has it? Well, let's get a big pop up to the upside now. Hmm. Got a ranging market right now. Be really careful not to get caught in this chop. Oh, it jumped back in. I just don't like that upside resistance. I just don't have a clear path to my target. Let's give it a clear shot. See if we can get a continuation now to go long. All right, we're in. We are in. Come on now, let's get a push up. Go. In my window. All right, I'm going to take profits on that. That was close enough for me. I'll let the evals ride, but the PAs I took off. It's right into resistance. I should have moved my profit target right here. Okay. Wound up and got it. Nice. K9. Good one. Nice one. We'll take it. Wasn't picture perfect, but you know what? It did the job. and that's all we care about. We got 895 in the PA accounts, and across all the evals combined, $1,850. Had I not been scared and nervous, we would have got the whole move. So that was the power play trade of the day. Got it. It's right back in. Got in your profit window. That's where you want it. All right, let's go. Let's see what the rest of the bots are doing today. Let's get our iBots in. Ah, I was afraid of that, Eckert. I was afraid changing anything you were doing would be a mistake because you were doing so well. I do have I did enable the velocity filter today, which is how it comes out of the box. Wow, but man, now it's really headed up. Maybe you'll get it. Maybe you'll get this move. Who knows? I just enabled all the iBots simultaneously, so I'm going to have a little lag here for a few minutes, for just a minute. But we did, wow, this power play is off to the races now. It's up 960. I feel like a big dummy closing early. Look at that move. This power play caught with the alignment of the 20U. This 30 range just went to town. I love that filter. When we get that multi-time frame alignment, when our 20 Unirenko is above the 50, these entries on these BC entries on that power play strategy is just the perfect trigger. It catches the ebb and flow, those little pullback and goes. Scalper drones up $3,000. Let's go to the E-mini. You can see my ES scalper drone is up $3,000. All right, well, we're 3 for 4, 3 for 4 this week. Yesterday, the market humbled me. I saw somebody wrote that in the Discord. I said, it humbled me too. And it'll do that. I mean, this big, powerful market. Just when we think we got it going on, it'll humble us. Always have to have respect. But listen, that's all we needed today. That is all we needed. Just a little bitty. I look to make $250 to $500 a day. I'm not trying to break the bank here. I just want my little bitty move up. And call it a day. K9 got it. Eckert, I'm really sorry you didn't get it. Um, got to really be careful with the power play with the areas of support and resistance. If you do get an entry, we've got to reposition our profit target to where it has a clear shot. But the change that I was talking about, Ronald, yesterday was when the 20 Unarenko, if it's above the 50, but it's headed down, and then had 3 down candles in a row and momentum has shifted, at that point, I don't want my 30 range to jump in long when momentum is headed down. So I really wanted to enter when the 20 Unarenko's headed up on a long trade or headed down on a short trade. So I'm gonna ask him to make an adjustment on that because it does satisfy the rule. The 20 Unarenko will be above the 50, but it's headed straight down. Momentum's coming down. And my 30 range will also be still above the 50. So it satisfies that requirement. But it's not taking into account the momentum on the 20 Unarenko on the higher time frame. This is the performance of the PA accounts this week. PA accounts from the 21st, which was Monday, to Thursday. We had 3 winning days, 1 losing day. We're up $2,000. Not too shabby. Yesterday was a rough day with those news reports. Man, did I learn a lesson. When there's a 9:45 red folder report and Trump, blows out a news release right before the red folder report, I got into something that was way over my head and really had no chance. It just ate me alive. Carol, so you bought 3 eval accounts and you want to run the 50-day challenge. Um, Not exactly sure what you're referring to with the 50-day challenge. Are you talking about the 1-day pass? Yeah, so if you do have the atomic clock synchronization, let me see. Those little hidden icons are not on this. Let me see if I could put them on. Mm. Not going to be able to show it here, unfortunately. But there is a way to open up that atomic clock synchronization, even while you're trading, and just click on it to update it. And it'll instantly, get you synchronized. Okay, we've got the full Monty running now. Power plays back in long. These are my open positions on my bots. They all picked up this long movement. These bots really track the flow of institutional money. They're trying to pick up where large institutions are creating the trend and go in the same direction. That's what they do. The iBots, I always refer to the iBots as having the quickest trigger in automation because it's really the polar opposite of a lagging indicator. Those market internals are looking at a disparity of buyers and sellers. right on the DNA of the market. Uptick versus downtick. It's got its finger right on the pulse. Let's see if we can get this break of resistance to the upside. Here we go. One day pass. Okay. The 1 day pass, let's take a look because we have some that are doing really well right now, Carol. We have the NQ30 range, 1 day pass, and we have the ES30 range, 1 day pass. Both of those are having big weeks this week. So if you wanted to trade your eval using the 1 day pass template, all you would have to do is use your trade copier. Use your trade copier. Make your 1 day pass your leader account. If I unlock this and I find that 30 range 1 day pass, I can make it my leader account. If I double click right here on this green light, and this comes to the top, making it my leader account. Now I can choose which Apex account I want to be my follower. Right now I have all these enabled. But once you pick the one you want, it'll turn that light color, and then you would just lock it and turn it on. You're in this one. Okay. Come on, Eckert. Wow. Come on. Get up. Come on. One time for Eckert. Come on. Let's get a push up for Eckert. Pop out of there. Come on to the upside. Okay. That's good. Glad you did that, Eckert. Way to keep the streak alive. It was kind of running out of steam. I'm glad you did that. Take it. Take it and run. But Carol, if you want, I can give you a call and help you out with that. It's very simple to do. You just make the leader account the 1 day pass, and you select the followers, and then you click on and you let it go. What I would do always with the 1 day pass is that I tell most people that I talk to is because, and I don't want to overcomplicate things, but I think it's helpful. If you're on the 30 range, we have the profit window, which helps this situation. But remember, the prop firms in your evaluation will, specifically Apex in this conversation, they have what's called unrealized gains that go against you. So on a 1 day pass where you're trading 10 contracts, if you're up $2,000, okay, now remember your trailing threshold now has just gone up $2,000. So if the trade does a little bit of a pullback and comes back, it could blow your account. If it comes back to just a $500 loss, you went plus 2,000. Now you can only go to minus 500. So in order to fix that, in order to prevent that from happening, you might want to manually move your stop up and trail it a little tighter. Look at that, Eckert. Now after it wicked us out, it went straight up to the top. Look at that. I'm glad you took profits. So on the 1 day pass, I said all of that to say trail the trade a little tighter and protect yourself on the unrealized gains. The power play is what the power play is the velocity. It's really that NQ30 range velocity with an additional filter coded into it. The additional filter is looking at the 20 Unorenko. Wow, look at this move up. Oh my goodness gracious. The additional filter, Eckert, is when the 20U is above the 50, it satisfies that condition for the 30 range to go long, for that velocity, that 30 range velocity to go long. How do you set up the 20 range chart, 20 Unorenko chart? I'll show you. I'll show you the easy way to do it. I think the easy way to do it Eckert, do you have this? Maybe it was the lag. Do you have one of these, Eckert? Because one reason why your system won't trade, which is the most common, is that you were lagging at the market open. Oh, you got to get it. We got to get it. Let me know a good time to call you. Send me an email to support@Right Line Trading. Let's get together, and I want to share that with you. In fact, I'm going to put it into Discord. This market is headed to the moon today. That's what it was. I guarantee you, Eckert. If you tell me what your username is in Discord, I'll send it to you through Discord, or I could just post it in the collaboration channel. Where is our collab? Where is our channel here? Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, I'm going to put it right here. When I'm done, I'm going to go to the strategy collaboration channel. I'm going to make a real quick video of I'm going to share the indicator and the market analyzer template with very simple instructions. You got to set this up. Man, these bots are going to town on this move up. Here we go. We break this little area. We're going right to the moon. Here we go. What a move up. Oh, I feel like such a dummy closing that trade out early. You never know when it's going to do this. In the profit window, 250 or 500. Let's talk about how to make a 20 Unorenko chart. Remember, the time frame is always your data series. The time frame or the candlesticks that you're going to use is always your data series. So in order to create a new one, this is 20 Unorenko. This is the shortcut. Go to your 30 range chart on the NASDAQ. Right click on the tab and put duplicate in new window. duplicate in new window. So let me stop and do it slower. On the bottom left of my NQ30 range chart, there's a tab. I'm going to right click that tab and I'm going to say duplicate in new window. When I do that, it's going to duplicate that same chart. Now all I need to do is right click and go to data series. And in data series, I'm going to change the bar type to a Unirenko. The tick trend is a 20. My open offset is a 60. And my tick reversal is 100 in this situation. And I'm only going to load 500 bars. Once I click OK, that chart is going to automatically change to a 20 Unirenko chart. Now, if you want your tab, if it doesn't say 20 Unirenko, it says ES30 range or something different, or you want to change the name of your chart, you just right click that tab and push rename. And I just want to call it, this right now has the data series. It'll show the whole size of the Unirenko bar. But I just want to call it the NQ20U, just to keep things simple. And click OK. Now I've got my NQ20U chart, and I can put it right next to my 30 range. Okay. Thank you, Bettina. Thank you. That news report came out, and that might be what caused this reversal. Thank you for reminding me. But these are, very high win rate trades when we have that multi-time frame alignment on the NASDAQ. Let's keep an eye on the E-mini and our leaderboard. Here's our leaderboard. We're starting to run up the score again today. These are the bots that are winning. Does that mean every bot I'm running is winning? No. If I scroll to the bottom, I have bots that are losing. And it's important to know which ones to stay away from. The ones that I want to really focus my attention on, though, are the ones that are doing well, right? Look at a power play. 1,600. Let's see what the news was. Bettina. Let's see what the housing market looks like. New home sales, existing home sales, not new home sales. Ooh, my goodness. It was a negative report. New home sales receded 5.9%. Existing home sales, single-family homes, townhomes, condominiums, and co-ops, sales receded by 5.9%. Remained sluggish in March due to the affordability. We got the high interest rates and an affordability issue. Well, listen, the market's picking up right where it left off, and it's going right back up. The iBot's on fire. The iBot's headed long. They're all jumping on the bandwagon. That ES20 range. This has been hot, hot, hot. iBot ES20 range. Let's go to our 20U. I bought ES20 range. Look at this one this week. Let's generate it so we know we're up to date. This drone, and remember, the drone is running through the whole session from 9:35 right to the closing bell. 87% win rate. Excuse me. This iBot is no joke on the ES20 range. That's the drone. The optimized version is up 2,500. The max drawdown is 1145, where on the drone, your max drawdown is only 1,000. So in this case, on this time frame, oh wait, this is I'm looking at the wrong one. Let's see, the bot. Yeah, the bot had a max drawdown of 1145. The drone had a max drawdown of 1,500. So you're really better off trading the drone on that ES20 range. You see what happens with this 20 range trade. Once it matures and it goes a little bit closer to my profit target, my stop is going to move up fairly quickly. It's going to instantly remove the risk and lock in a few ticks of profit. If you watch this stop, it's going to move up on two different legs of this trade. It's giving it room. Hey, Mark, good morning. And I bought ES for you. You only have 10. We got to do the update. The update we added last week. That's why it's really important to be in Discord. Last week we added we had a great update to the iBots that this week is really making a difference. Let me tell you. Each one of the iBots now has a drone that it works in tandem with. So either get on Charles's calendar or my calendar if you'd like us to help you update your system, or the instructions and video are in Discord. The best way to build it is with our tool, and we just put out a new video that shows exactly how to do it with the tool. If you're not a member of Right Line Trading, let me tell you something. I talk to a lot of people that are intimidated by Ninja Trader. They're not familiar with it. They've had a bad experience with it. They've tried it in the past and slipped on several banana peels. Let me tell you something. We've made it a user-friendly platform, which was not easy. Believe me. We have a tool. We should rename the tool Ninja Trader for Dummies because it's really the Cliff Notes. With the click of a mouse, this tool that we've developed, you import the two files, which is very, basic and elementary. And then you shut down the Ninja and you open this tool and you click a few buttons and voila, your whole workspace is there. Even this right down to building your own SIM accounts, to listen to this, to adding the market internals, the instruments right into your instrument list. Believe me, but before this tool, we had to manually add 16 different indexes to run the market internals. Now, with the click of a mouse. Well, anyway, what I'm saying is we've made Ninja Trader user-friendly with the tool that we developed. Getting a bit of a reversal. Look at the iBots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All in the leaderboard. Oh no. That's okay. We can get it back, Eckert. It's good. Listen, recognition of that is important. That's what we do. That's what we do, Eckert. You're not alone. Man, when I lost yesterday, I wanted so bad to win that money back. But, I stuck to it. And that's the hard part, is the discipline. But I'm glad you made your confession. If you need any help, Mark, just let me know. It is a lesson. That's exactly what it is. That's how we learn, man. We got to knock our heads against the wall a few times, unfortunately. David Kushner the Kush, did a beautiful presentation. And he, yesterday, we sent out the video replay to our mailing list this morning. He's up 33,000 very quietly. And, it's important to know, Eckert, that the secret to his success is his discipline and patience. This guy, oh my God, he sticks to his rules. And if everything isn't lined up perfectly, he is not trading. So he has a very high win rate. Yes, exactly. Carol, you're right. And right now, the good news is it's 90% off. I'm gonna grab a couple of 50,000 accounts. I really feel confident now with the 50,000. In the past, I figured the 2,500 wasn't enough wiggle room, but I feel more confident now. Wow, this power play strategy today. I have one running in a sim account that continues to trade, and it's, man, that move up, that 20 Unarenko, it stayed above that 50 the whole session. It never got below it. I guarantee it. So it just scored on those long moves. Let me find my 20U. Yep, there it is. Look at that. This whole session from 9:30 from the market open. This is what we were waiting to pass, and then boom, we got in at the very, very early of this breakout. The IBOT 20U is down 160. The IBOT ES30 range Isn't a beautiful trade? Yeah, so right now, today is the last day, but then it goes back to 80%. What I'm referring to is Apex has a 90% sale. 90%. So today's a really great day to load up on your evals at 90% off. I think what I'm going to do is I have some 300,000s. I think I'm going to get rid of them because that 20,000 to get to is not easy. I think I'm going to go with the 50,000s. Now K9 is new and he hit that power play today. K9 just started this week. So that's great. Great job. Yeah, I was mentioning Kushner. We sent out a replay of his webinar, and he provides some really good information on the money flow tracker, which is really a great discretionary system that we developed. Leverages a lot of the same indicators, our core indicators. Mack Truck Drone, let's take a look. Mack Truck Drone is in on the 20U. That's the one we were talking about a little bit earlier. Dr. Phil, I hope you got this trade. Dr. Phil's got the 20U on the Mack truck. He's got the ES on the 8U. When does the 1 day pass start and when does it finish? Um, that's a good question, Carol. What I would recommend doing is to right click and select edit on the 1 day pass you want to trade and look at where the trading hours are. They're looking at one of the drones to optimize itself so it could change. If I remember correctly, the 30 range is on the NASDAQ is between 9:30 and I think 11, if I remember correctly. But if you right click, if you disable, then right click and select edit strategy on the 1 day pass that you want to use, you'll be able to see the trading hours in there. Oh, wow. K9's 3-0. Oh, all right. Nice. Dr. Phil, man. Oh, my God. You're something else. K9, 3-0. Blue Sky. The Dukester. The Dukester's in Blue Sky. You're a customer. That reminds me of that commercial with for when you're losing your hair. He's not only a client, and he happens to be the president. So you're giving them a thumbs up. You like Blue Sky. They don't have as many restrictions as Apex. Got it. I always see their ads on social media. Okay, we just locked in some profits, Dr. Phil. I hope you got this trade, sir. Because this one could go all the way. On that 20U, we're in the profit window. I think it's 500 or 1,000 right now. Man, when you're that close, good Lord, squeeze it up. One push, one last push up. We need a good stiff breeze to our back. Push us through here. Beautiful trade. The Mack truck, $2,800. That's the one we were talking about this morning, Dr. Phil. All right, Suzanne. Suzanne likes Blue Sky too. I bought 600T. Let's take a look at the 600 tick on the iBot. That's a fun strategy too. The 600 tick is up 2,800 very quietly. Here's the E-mini. And Kershid. Kershid has been a member with us a long time. She's a CPA. She's got the iBots and the AI. Katie. She goes by Katie. Come on, get a bounce up here. Ah, there you are. Hi, Katie. Hi, Kershid. Welcome aboard. Really looking forward to making this a profitable system for you, with you. We're both in this together. We're all in this together. Kershid's a CPA, and for years now, I've been asking her about tax questions. She's looking to get out of the tax business. All right. Well, we're coming up on 10:30. We're going to do tomorrow. We're going to do our weekly review. I've got a great presentation scheduled for tomorrow, Friday, and let me see if I can put a link in the room here. At 1 o'clock, we had another stellar day today. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, huge days. We had some bots that did well yesterday, but nothing like this. This is a day for the books. And listen, we did this Monday and Tuesday as well. Some of the bots did lose, but you know what? Far more were on the winning side. Wow, look at the VW. The VW is coming back strong. Let me see if I could put info right. Bear with me. I'm going to put a link in the room in just a moment. I want to invite everybody. And if you're a member and you join me every day, you might not need to watch this. It'll probably be redundant. But if you want to learn more and you're not a member, Friday, 1 p.m. If you can't make it live, register anyway. This way you'll automatically, by default, you'll get the replay. And I did some arm twisting yesterday. I got with the team and I said, please, 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 let me offer this one last time because we have a lot of people that are on the fence. So I've got a really great offer for tomorrow. One last week. Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern, here it comes. Wow, Suzanne, you're kidding me. Okay, there's my link. Dukester, you got to quit doing that. You're always getting right in between my links. Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern. I was so sad to see the Pope had passed. And they do the when they name a new pope. You know, they have that huge ceremony where they I remember the smoke when they have come to a decision on who's going to succeed the previous pope. They do like a smoke signal. I remember. Um, my wife is a very devout Catholic. All right, so I put the link for Friday's webinar. It's going to be at 1 o'clock. And I'm going to show you exactly how I've made $27,000 in the last 3 months with one of these automated strategies. We're also going to do a deep dive into how the system works, some performance metrics, and I've got a really special offer. So if you want to learn more about these automated bots, please come join me tomorrow at 1 o'clock Eastern. If you can't make it live, register anyway, and I assure you that you will get the replay. So let's just go over our leaderboard. Wow, look at this 600 tickets still in this trade. I don't believe it. Look at that. Now you see that compression zone. That compression zone or consolidation, that's when that volatility starts building up and then pop. It'll go one way or the other. In this case, we want it to go to the upside. But that's that compression zone that David Wise is always talking about. Um, that sideways movement. Okay, let's wrap it up. Today, great day today. Wow, what can I say? Everything worked out. The 20U Mack truck drone, Dr. Phil. I hope you got this, man. We set this up for you today. The Sim UB, that's an 8U on the E-Mini. The winner, these first two are AI bots. The winner on the iBot is this trade that we were just watching. It's this one on my right. Right here. The iBot 600 tick is up $3,200. The ES30 range ABC star drone, Robert, you did it again. Man, that Robert's drone, his 30 range star is a superstar. $3,000. Hit the profit limit again. NQ Smart Stop 2. $3,000. And you know what that is? That's the velocity drone without the velocity filter. That bot is in our Discord chat. ES8U, $3,000. ES30, $3,000. 20U Mack truck, 2,800. These are very repetitive. We're really, it's the 30 range on the E-Mini, the 8 Unarenko on the E-Mini, the 20 Unarenko on the NASDAQ, and these power play bots are always, and the iBots are always on my leaderboard. All right. 24U, the iBots just crushed it today. The whole portfolio, you couldn't pick a bad one running the iBots. The 24U, the 32nd, $2,000. The power play, $2,000. 30-second drone, $2,000. 30 range drone, $2,000. Power play, I got a lot of power plays. I need to get rid of a few. The 20 range, that's the one that had the 89% win rate. That one trades as good as David Wise with an 89% win rate. ES30 range, 1,500. Look at these iBots. 20 range, 13. 4U, 1,300. Mark, you got to get that new update in. Those bots and drones are working really well. Sim VW, 1,300. That's right back in. Right back in. Wow. I'll tell you what. Let's go out of curiosity. Let's enable all of these iBots for the week. And cumulatively, if you traded the whole portfolio, the 1 minute took the 1 minute is a big anchor. Did you see what the 1 minute did? There it is, 20 grand for the week. If you traded every one of our iBots, you would need to have a $27,000 cushion for a drawdown. But you would have made 20 grand through Thursday, Monday to Thursday, just running them all. If we do a time analysis, by far and away, the best half hour to trade it is at the market open. Between 9:30 and 10, it made $23,000. Incredible. So that's the type of week the iBots have had. Really incredible. RJ, let's close out the session. Let's go on to this iBot 600 tick is in another one. What a leg up we got here. We needed this. Our retirement accounts needed this. Okay, here's the RJ. So it was, as you could see, it was just an extraordinary day. There's just no way in the world without these bots would we ever in a million years be able to accomplish results like that. It's superhuman is the only word for it. To simultaneously trade 5 instruments on 5 different time frames and be able to put up numbers like that. I don't know about you, but I know I can't do it. So that's the power of this automation and the edge that it provides us. I want to thank everybody for joining me today. Personally, I had a great day today, and we're off to a great week. If we go just to the PA account, I showed it earlier. Let's go right to the summary. We're up 2 grand, not too shabby. We had one bad day, Wednesday. Took $600 loss across 3 accounts, $1,800 drawdown. But we're winning. Our percent profitable is 65%. 65. So tomorrow makes it either a great week or an okay week. Either a great week or an okay week. Go back to January. And this is where we are. Look at this equity curve from January. Takes up a lot of resources. $26,337. 26,000. Just a beautiful equity curve. A beauty. So that's where we are. 26,337. So we're having a lot of tremendous amount of success with these automated bots. If you would, please like my video here on YouTube. Gives us some traction, get some new eyes on our products and services. And I want to thank you again for joining us. Let me just take one last look at the chat. Great job, Suzanne. 5 grand. It is. I love it. Friday at 1 o'clock, my link. Awesome, Mark. Gretchen. I was chewing on something. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a cough lozenge. I went fishing last weekend, and man, the sun was so strong. It zapped me of my energy. and I had a little bit of a congestion issue. So I apologize for chewing on that. Right in the microphone. You're welcome, Scott. You're welcome, Dukester. You're welcome, MJ. Yes, sir. See you tomorrow, sir. All right, everybody. Have a blessed rest of your day. Great job. Great job. 4 for 5. Tomorrow, let's make it 4 for 5. Right now, we're 3 for 4. We're batting 750. Let's take it up to 800 tomorrow. Thank you, Mark T. Have a great day, everybody. Stay blessed. Great day today.